Dear friends, today I'm going to show you some conspiracy theories on which basis we can say that dictatorship is going on in Nepal. The Communist Party, the Communist dictatorship which is being imposed in Nepal for the last few months. We are going to talk about these conspiracy theories. First of all, I would like to talk about the influence of NGOs in Nepal, and then most of the NGOs they have been involved in Nepal in communist regime. For this we have to go for the history of communist government and the number of NGOs that have been involved in Nepal in the communist regime. At the meanwhile, we can see this very news in the national media, which is said Hindu Rajya Magnalai Oli Lebane, Prime Minister Oli, we has said that I don't care about the religion, don't claim about the religious things, and don't bring the issues of religion in my dictatorship government. That's what he has said in his very recent newspaper. With these all things, the NGOs and the KP Oli Prime Minister, present Prime Minister of Nepal, he don't want to talk about the religion in his work and all. We can see the Christianity a growing business among most of the communist people, which has been nurtured by the communist parties. I can see many people, communist people, who have been running different kind of orphanages and different kind of services, missions in Nepal, who have been safeguarded by the communist regime, and many communist local elected bodies, they are religiously, they are converted Christian, and they have been running their business, and then they are influencing the government, they are influencing many different systems with the help of money, which is in dollar, and they are converting it into Nepali currency, and then they have been influencing the people with the money. So I can say that these kind of conspiracies which has been raising in these days are showing the dictatorship of the communist government. Okay, and then what sort of disparity is this? This is a topic where we can talk about Mr. Shilwal and Mr. Chaudhary. Both of them are convicted in two different crime, and now the Shilwal's case is reopening and the Chaudhary's case is being dismissed or something. I don't know, we couldn't see it in the media, social media. And what is happening is the Shilwal guy, he's a committed cadre of Communist Party, and his case is being reopened, and then it is said that it is because they want to give him the clean chit, and the Chaudhary's case is still in the court and it is going on and he is imprisoned and all. This also shows another thing, because we as ordinary people, ordinary citizen, we want to know about these both people, and we want the clear information about the both. What is their case for conviction and all, right? And then another thing, these days this 33 kg gold is being the current issue, the emerging issues and all. And what about this road construction in between Muglin and Narangad, which contract has been expanded for many years, and again they are trying to expand it again. And then what does it mean? And then we have been losing billions. And then the case of oil corporation in Nepal, this Mr. Khadka and then this Mr. Sharma, and they have got clinched it. And then we are like roaming around with the 33 kg gold issue. And these are the things which the dictatorship government has been using to hallucinate we ordinary people. And then all these kind of things. And then in the parliament the government has said that please don't come up with your personal interest. What does it mean? Yes, their personal interest. The member of parliament's personal interest is the interest of their community which they belong to, and then which community have voted them to raise their voices, and then they wanted to just discourage it, and they wanted to enforce the dictatorship, all these things. And then KP Sharma Oli's nationalist thing, if we see the German Hitler's concept, he has brought this nationalist concept at the end, and he has taken away billions of people, population in all around the world, and that was the reason the Second World War has happened. And all these things shows that we are just like going down, we are not raising up. The communist government today, they are just enforcing a kind of law which is making us fool. So in conclusion, what I would like to say is, don't be silly, my people. We need real people's movement, the movement which has occurred in Nepal from like 2052 BS to 2063 BS. That was not civil war, that was military war in between two militaries, the government, the armed force, and then another militaries, the Maoists, who have been nurtured from different agencies like UN, and then the United States and European Union and India and all. And these are the things which have been happened in our country because United States and European Union, they don't want Nepal to become a prosperous country, because they want to play, because they want to demolish China's development, and they don't want China to be a supreme power. So all these conspiracies shows that now we are in communist dictatorship in Nepal, and I don't want it to be expanded in Nepal. So we need some movement, we need to raise the voice from our side. I hope you will be sharing this little clip, and you will be awareing our community about this dictatorship. Thank you. I will be back with many different videos later on. Thank you.